coming nowadays, how to attempt the question paper. Uh, if you try to understand, it is of 3 hours. 180 minutes is your paper, and you have got around 240 questions to attempt. So you have to understand that you cannot give 1 minute to one question. If you are going to give one complete minute to one question, it will take you around 4 hours to complete 240 questions. Got it? Because by that way you will be doing 60 questions in 1 hour, 60 minutes, 60 questions, and it will take you 4 hours. So you have to understand that you cannot give more than 45 seconds to one single question if you are attempting an exam. That too, it includes the negative marking. So my suggestion for you is that you should first of all understand, and you should understand that you can give maximum 45 seconds to one question. Another suggestion that I want to give you is that you have to attempt in the question paper in 4 go. Means you have to attempt it 4 times. So what you can do is that you can basically make it a first attempt. Like, you should solve the question paper in the first attempt. You should go for fast. You can do the questions fastly. Means you can do it like basically um, 10 to 20 seconds to one question. Like, you can say it like all the questions that are easy going questions should be done in your first attempt. So on an average you should be giving 10 seconds to 20 seconds to a single question. Say for example you are giving 10 seconds to one question, so the paper will be finished in your 40 minutes. What you have to do is that you just have to go for doing easy going questions, means one liner questions. You don't even have to look at the questions that are lengthy, just easy going questions. So what would be the benefit of doing this way the first attempt? First thing is that you will be able to बेसिकली सेव योर सेल्फ. मतलब अगर आप लंबे क्वेश्चंस पढ़ने के चक्कर में, if you are not able to do the easy going questions, you are making yourself out of the competition. Obviously you are reading the whole paragraph and still making a question wrong. Rather than that, you should save yourself by doing the easy questions. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that you should go for doing easy questions in first attempt, and it should be finished between your 50 minutes to 1 hour 10 minutes. And don't get disheartened. Oh, in the first attempt I have done I have attempted 60 questions only out of 240, or I have done 80, or I have done 120. Whatever. The easygoing questions should be completed in the first round itself. And one more thing I want to tell you, that easygoing questions are the questions that every single competitor in your competition is going to attempt. So this should not be made wrong. Because say for example there are 5 questions that you are attempting, and your competitor is also attempting that right. Even if you will make one wrong, what you are going to get? You are going to get 4.75. Sorry, 3.75 marks. Because एक जो गलत किया वो plus 0.25 is a negative marking. You are going to get 3.75, and your competitor is getting 5 marks. So that itself makes a big difference of 1.25, making you about 100 ranks far than your competitor. So the basic questions that every single person is making correct, whether they are repeats, they are easy, they are direct picks, should be made correct. Next is your second round. Second round are the questions where you have to apply your mind. Means you have to remember the values, the charts, the tables. Say for example, Frankfurt horizontal plane to the mandibular plane angle is 35 degree. You have to remember that what is the normal value. So if it is 35, it would be a long phase, it would be a short phase. So for that you have to apply your mind. But answers will come because you have read it somewhere. So those questions should be done in your second attempt, and you can give around 30 seconds to 40 seconds for that question. That's it. 20 to 30 seconds for those questions, and your second round should also be done. Means in your first and second round you have done the questions fastly that are correct, and secondly where you have applied the mind and you have done them correct. Means whatever you have to think, you have to remember the value, scientist name, charts, graphics, you have to write something कि अच्छा मैंने ये mnemonic सोचा हुआ है, like for example compulsive and non-compulsive habits were given by, you have to remember that who gave the what is the name of the scientist who gave these habits. So you have to remember everything that it was given by whom, it was given by Finns, or it was given by XYZ. So where you have to apply your mind, that should be done in the second attempt, and your first and second attempt should be done in 2 hours. Fine. Next is your third attempt. Third attempt are the ones, and the questions in the third attempt where you are confused between the two options. Two options are very close. Means whether I should go for B, whether I should go for C. And same type of confusion is with everyone. It's nothing like you have studied more or the other person have studied less. But these are the dicey questions where the options are very close. Means it does not require anything. Means B can be correct, C can be correct. If you mark B, that is your luck, and if the other person marks C, that is his or her own luck. So such kind of questions should be attempted, because you can eliminate that, yeah, ये दो तो आंसर नहीं है, these two are not the answers. What is the answer? It can be either of the two. The probability in that case of getting the answer right is 50%. Okay, suppose there are 10 questions and 10 dicey questions. Okay, fine, and you have marked all of them. So the probability of getting how much is right? It's 50%. Means 5 questions you are going to make correct and 5 questions you are going to make wrong. If you are not going to attempt those questions, you are going to get a big 0. But if you will attempt all those 10 questions, 5 correct, 5 wrong, still you will be getting 3.75. At least you will be getting something. So my suggestion for you all is to attempt those questions which are dicey, where two options are very close, and where you are confused. So go for them, because the probability is very high to get them correct. Okay, the probability is 50%. So you will still get something out of it. Next, I use your fourth attempt. So by your 2.5 hours, your easy questions, your applying the mind questions, your dicey questions should be finished. Means approximately 60-80% of the paper should have been done by 2.5 hours. And now those questions that require 1 minute, you need to think and you know nothing. And another, those are lengthy questions, big questions. The patient came, gave a history, this, we found this, mother told this, father told this, was hiding this, and these were the symptoms, what could be the medication, what could be the reason. Means bigger questions you should attempt now, where you can give 1 hour to that question. And another questions always in the paper, about 10% of the questions are always there that no one knows, they are new questions, and they are like, even the topper doesn't know the question. So this is the time now you have to decide. Obviously, the lengthy questions you will be doing because they are usually easy. And the way to attempt the lengthy questions is, first of all, you will read the last line of the question, that yeah, this is what the examiner is asking us. Then read the questions. So it would be easier for you to understand what he is saying, because always in the starting there is a big history and useless things. Always in the last 1 to 2 lines there is something meaningful. So read them first and then read the question, so that you can get an idea what the examiner is asking. And another is to attempt the questions that are like that are like say for example, I tell you the question, like the term incisal liability was given by whom, and you get an option: Baume, Broadbent, Black, Mining. So this is something that no one knows until and unless you are exposed to this question somewhere in the mock test or you have read it somewhere. If it is a new question, then no one knows. Now, the probability of getting it correct is 25%. आप कुछ भी mark कर दे, there are only 25% of the chances that you will get it correct. So my suggestion for you at this point is कि if the probability is 25% and if you are getting 10 questions like this and you mark the 10, and even if you will get 2 questions correct, 20% if it is a probability that you can get a correct question, correct answer, and 8 questions you are marking wrong, okay, still you are on a safer zone, because by making 2 correct you are getting 2 marks, and by making 8 wrong you are at a 0, you have lost nothing. So at this point also I would suggest you mark the questions, because you're not going to lose anything if we go for the mathematics, if we go for the probability. When the probability is 25% of getting a answer correct and there are 10 questions and you are even getting less than that, means minimum you will get 2 questions correct. You can get 3 also, you can get 2 also. So still you will get something, still you will means not lose anything. So the suggestion for you at this point is, again, in the fourth attempt all the questions, attempt maximum questions, until and unless even the questions where you don't know any answers, try to attempt that also. And try to attempt maximum questions, don't stop at 180 or 190, you are going to land nowhere by doing this thing. And I tell you that doing the first round right sets you into the zone of the competition. Doing the second round right sets you in the competition. Doing the third round right and fourth round right is what decides your fate, is what decides your rank. सो अगर आपने इजी क्वेश्चंस गलत कर दिए, यू आर आउट ऑफ द कंपटीशन, बिकॉज नेक्स्ट इज द गेम ऑफ द लक, नेक्स्ट इज द गेम ऑफ द प्रोबेबिलिटी. बट मेकिंग इवन अ सिंगल रिपीट रॉन्ग, making even a single question that your competitor is making correct and you are making wrong is not going to cost you 1 marks, it is going to cost you 1.25 marks. ओके अगर आपको चारों ऑप्शंस नहीं पता है और आपके कॉम्पिटिटर को भी नहीं पता है, ठीक है, तो आपके पास प्रोबेबिलिटी -1 होती है. मीन्स इफ यू मेक इट रॉन्ग इट्स ओके, बट इफ योर कॉम्पिटिटर इज मेकिंग सम क्वेश्चन करेक्ट, एवरीवन इज मेकिंग दैट क्वेश्चन करेक्ट, दैट इज गोइंग टू मेक यू 1.25 marks behind in the competition. And 1.25 marks, even I tell you, a 1 mark पे भी there are around 100 ranks, so you are going to go behind by 100 ranks. So please save yourself in doing first and second round. No repeat should be wrong, and no question should be made wrong that your competitor knows that is there in the books. Okay, so keep on studying, keep on working hard. All the best.